Just a normal day in Boise, Idaho. Actually, no, anything but what's going on. And welcome to what we hope is your favorite sports talk radio program. It's Idaho Sports Talk. We're Prater in the ball game, and you found KTIK Sports Radio, the ticket. Well done. AM or FM on your radio, online at KTIK.com, on your phone after you download the KTIK app. Like, follow, subscribe to what we're doing on our socials, and be a part of this show at 208-424-9300. Call or text. We got a lot to get to today with major news that Boise State will bring back Dirk Koetter to run this offense. And you can probably tell the tone of this show today. Glad to have you with us. We got a major nugget here. I'm Johnny Ballgame in the RowPaint.com studio. JP, that news I just said is not the only big thing we're doing today. We welcome on our program director and board operator, John Patrick. JP, 2024 Outlaw Festival. We got some tickets.
That's right. It's coming to Fort Idaho Center Amphitheater, August 7th. Willie Nelson, Bob Dylan, John Mellencamp. And we've got a way to win tickets today. What we want you to do, go to our website, ktik.com. There's a tab across the front page. Look for the contest tab. And then there's a drop down that says bonus keyword. Go enter that keyword, text it to us, and you are qualified. We'll give away a pair of tickets at the end of the show today.
Appreciate it.
Easy to do.
Well done, JP. We're going to get on it. My partner, Mike Prater, and not a lot of fiddle faddle here on this, Prater. We want to use every second of this show we have, all 3 hours, for our listeners because, wow, holy smokes. Earlier this morning, Prater, Bronco Nation News, tip of the cap, BJ Raines, and here we go. OC, offensive coordinator, Dirk Koetter. What the heck, Prater?
Yeah, don't bother me. I'm typing in, I'm Googling fiddle faddle right now. And
Fiddle faddle, isn't that a snack?
Yeah, apparently it is. I've never heard that phrase in my life. I thought you just made something stupid up, and it's actually popcorn. It's popcorn in a box. It's fiddle faddle. It's real.
My parents used to say that to me all the time when I wasn't doing anything. Like, stop with the fiddle faddle and actually do something real this time, ball game.
Do they still tell you that?
No, man. Fiddle faddle, now I'm aware. It's a snack. Yes, they should be advertising on this show, but Prater, just when you thought we were done with surprises, and I feel like I said that 3 surprises ago with 5. This football team. Spencer Danielson goes and does this, and they announced Dirk Koetter for the 3rd time will be a part of this coaching staff. Offensive coordinator, Prater, this is massive news. Phone calls, text messages. We want everybody to get in on this today. We even have Dan Hawkins coming on in about 10-15 minutes to share his thoughts. He's in town. Prater, we're action-packed today on Idaho Sports Talk, but wow, I guess that's just where we're going to start today with Dirk Koetter and the emotional thoughts of Mike Prater.
Emotional thoughts. Yeah, I got some emotions. I believe in karma. I'm a big believer in karma. And don't forget, let me take you back about 30 years. Dirk Koetter interviewed for the head coaching job 3 times. And now he's got a Boise State job 3 times.
Wow.
It's all equalizing here, ball game. Actually, I kind of lied because the 3rd time he said, I'm not interviewing. You either give me the job or I'm not taking it.
You said that to Blameyer. Yeah, I'm not doing this again, Gene.
Yeah, that was about a 10-second phone conversation. So technically that counts as an interview. But yeah, 3 times he finally got a head coach, and now they can't stop bugging the dude. Dirk Koetter is your new Boise State offensive coordinator for a 9-month deal. And I can't wait to get this started. I know we're all excited about this. This is the one news that really, really kind of fired up this fan base today. And it's pretty darn cool. And I don't care who you are or what you are. There's a couple of crazy trolls out there trying to get people all fired up and stirred up, but everybody agrees with this. This is a massive hire. It's a PR hire. It's a financial hire. It's a successful hire. It's a CFP hire. It's a nostalgia hire. You could throw out a million adjectives for this kind of a hire. And you're right. And people are sending me text messages and beating me up and telling me I'm eating crow today. I didn't expect this. I don't think anybody expected that. Even you fans who think you expected this,
I love it,
did not expect it. You were hoping for it. You were shooting your Hail Mary.
Yes.
And congratulations to you. It happened. I thought Dirk Koetter was done. He told me 2 weeks ago he was done. Dirk Koetter has been a part of this process with Spencer Danielson for the last couple of weeks, dipping his fingers into the pie, dipping his fingers out of the pie. And here it is. Staring at the face, another exhaustive national search,
Yeah.
And the candidate is right down the street.
Right.
Here
Yep.
comes Dirk Koetter. Let's get after it.
Right down
Ballgame.
the damn hallway. Yeah. Again, your thoughts are coming in on the Cloverdale Plumbing text line. We want to ask you to keep going with that. Just your initial thought on this. First thing that popped into your head when you heard the news, Bronco Nation, that you're getting Dirk Koetter back to work with this offense to make a run at the G5 and a conference championship and hopefully a spot in that CFP 12-team tournament that's going to just knock the doors down on college football. Boise State spring ball couldn't start enough around here. This fan base, Prater, this is pumped and this is hype. And I don't even know if the hype, it probably won't even live up to this, but still the hype in its own right from now until they open up in wherever in Georgia. Holy smokes. I hope fans are ready for this thing. It feels to me like everything Spencer wants, he gets. It's just, I mean, I want to keep Ashton Genty. Yeah, sure, Spence. Oh, Genty's staying. Wow. Okay. Now, Dirk Koetter. Anybody who said, well, people are talking to you like, well, Dirk Koetter, hey, yeah, you were saying like 18 names and Koetter just happened to be one of them. And now all those people around are going on social media like I called it.
Yeah.
Dirk Koetter said, and I quote, college football is a young man's game and I'm not young anymore. He said that. I wrote it down. I heard him say it. It was on one of our platforms right here, Prater.
Yes, sir.
Prater. And Dirk Koetter was absolutely convincing in that. Dirk was so convincing. And, dude, I don't want to coach anymore. It was like the easiest thing not to suspect that Dirk would get the itch that so many folks, so many men in that business, they just can't get away. Prater, it's a tractor beam. Sucks you right in. And that's what it did with Dirk Koetter. He's 65 years young. He's in great shape for that type of age. He's ready to go. Apparently, according to BJ's report, I believe it's a 1-year deal. That's all we're talking about now. So I know some people are like, well, hey, what about the future? I know you're like, hey, who cares? Win the now. Prater, he's seeing Andy Reid, his good old buddy, about the same age, still winning Super Bowls. I don't know where this came from. Maybe Spencer just needed the favor of all favors. Coach, I need you on this. And he was there for him. I can't wait to talk to everybody about this thing. But Prater, yeah, there it is, Dirk Koetter. And I'm shocked that he's back. And Spencer Danielson feels like every button he presses, once he does hallelujah, fireworks, kumbaya, all these things go off into space. And Boise State just continues to get more ready for what looks like to be a very hype-filled football season, bud.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be hype-filled, and that's the one expectations with every Spencer win goes higher and higher and higher and higher, and he's going to have to battle those expectations, and I'm sure he's more than excited about that. I'm sure he's ready about that, and it's a very cool deal. So Dirk Koetter, tomorrow is going to be the official announcement from Boise State. We're not going to have any kind of press conferences this week. They got some weird squirrely schedules going on down there at Boise State, and some of these individuals involved. We expect to have a press conference with hopefully Dirk Koetter and Spencer Danielson next week. We won't hear from them at all this week, as far as I can tell, unless Boise State changes its mind. But the official announcement's coming tomorrow. It is going to be a 1-year contract. Essentially, it's a 9-month rent-a-coach, which I said on this show 3 weeks ago. And JP, you proudly and happily read letters and text messages from people who said I was a moron, that I was an idiot, that it was the stupidest thing I ever said. Prater, guys, college football has changed. And this is certainly one of the questions we're going to ask Dan Hawkins. It's okay to rent a coach for 9 months. It's okay to rent a player for 9 months. It's okay, because that's what college football is. Are you kidding me? I need to have somebody sign a 3 to 5 year contract.
Yeah, fans wanted that some.
No, it ain't happening anymore, guys. And rent a cops, rent a coaches, rent a quarterback, whatever you need. College football is nothing but a 9-month series of events that lead up to December and January. And Boise State's pushing all the right buttons. Ball game, we're pretty fired up and excited around here, and can't wait to see. Spring ball is going to be so much fun. You might get your wish, dude.
What's that?
10,000 people for the spring game.
Oh, spring game's even bigger now. I mean, there's all these layers. Like, and you had the tweet earlier, like Jeremiah Dickey. Yeah, he woke up this morning, he went to the restroom, he put his underwear on, and he made himself a couple of $1 million for this school.
100%. I mean, I'm not sure about the underwear part. I wasn't peeking in his windows. It sounds like maybe you were, but
no, JD, I wasn't. I don't even know where you live.
Sponsorship, marketing,
yes,
single ticket sales, season ticket sales. Are you kidding me? It's absolutely unbelievable. So I think it's a really cool deal. And now he just has to perform. I mean, is this going to be a Malachi Nelson Renaissance party? Is it going to be Maddox Madsen coming back and just so many different tools, so many different weapons to play with? And I think that's probably the lure. As I said, Dirk Koetter was a part of this process to one extent over the last couple of weeks with Spencer Danielson, whether it was consulting or a phone call here or actually being involved, whatever. And I think at one point he just said, I can do this. I can do this. I don't need to golf all summer long. What's the matter with you, Koetter? Unbelievable that he's blowing off a summer of golf.
Dirk Koetter is not being nice to the sport of golf.
No,
he is a very bad, partner.
Golfer.
Bad golf partner. Yeah,
bad
golf hates Dirk Koetter again. Yeah, just when he was getting good again, now he's going back into coaching. But yeah, I mean, a lot of branches to this thing, Prater. I mean,
there really is.
The quarterback competition. We know. Dirk Koetter told us he loves Mad Dog. Yeah. He was the guy when Dirk showed up, it was like, whoa. Mad Dog's QB2? We thought it was Vidlak. Nope. Dirk Koetter saw Mad Dog. Dirk Koetter, when he was here, Mad Dog went from kind of a no-name, whoever that is, it won't ever matter, we'll never have to care about him, kid, to, hey, he's probably got a good – I guarantee you Maddox Madsen is thrilled that Dirk Koetter is coming back and is going to be his quarterback coach again. I think Mad Dog woke up today, found out this news and said, okay, I got a legit shot here. Malachi's going to give me all he can handle. And Dirk, gosh, a guy like Dirk Koetter getting to work with Malachi Nelson and get his footprints on this.
Yeah, or both of them.
Yes.
I mean, both of them. I have a feeling at the end of the day, they're going to need both of them, and he's got to get both of them ready. Not only will Dirk Koetter have to get both quarterbacks ready, I firmly believe this, and we won't find out until we get a chance to talk to him next week. But he's also got to get a couple of – I mean, he's going to work with Matt Miller. He's going to work with Nate Potter. He's going to take a couple of young prospective offensive coordinator candidates for the future on the road. We heard Spencer Danielson on this show last Thursday or 2 Thursdays ago saying that Miller and Potter are rising stars in the profession. And he thought that they might be part of the process. I thought it'd be too early for them. But, a little rubbing off of Dirk Koetter getting in their ear, Dirk Koetter spreading some love and some joy and talking to Matt Miller and Nate Potter and spreading that kind of love and working with the quarterbacks. So I would imagine, the offense, the schemes, the play calling, the quarterbacks, the grooming of the other guys, that's all going to be on the plate. He's going to probably do everything but recruit. He didn't recruit last time. Don't need Dirk Koetter out there recruiting, but just getting in the office every single day and grinding on this offense. This is going to be fun.
I wonder, I mean, I don't know many OCs that don't recruit at all, if a little. I mean, this is kind of a new world position for Dirk Koetter a little bit, where the leader of this offense, and Spencer Danielson, he can ask what's going on, but I mean, we all know, we've all heard the stories of Dirk Koetter OC at Boise State. If you're a defensive-minded head coach, and there is one here, it's, hey, You hired me to run an offense. Now shut the damn door and let me run my offense. We'll get to your texts and keep them coming. Just your thoughts that Dirk Koetter is back at Boise State. I can't even believe I'm saying this, as the offensive coordinator, in Boise State, probably one of 15 or so teams in America that's saying, hey, CFP or bust. I mean, think about these expectations now. I wonder what Dan Hawkins is thinking, one of the Boise State former coaches, great friend of Dirk Koetter. Dirk Koetter hired Hawk, Prater, and Dan Hawkins is in town. He's in Boise today.
He's speaking to the Boise State coaching staff, not necessarily the Boise State football team. I don't know if there's going to be some players involved, but he's been invited to speak to the Boise State coaching staff, gave us a little bit of time, and we're going to talk.
I love it. Hey, get those seeds and supplies from Zamzows. Every location in the Valley can hook you up. Nobody knows like Zamzows. Dan Hawkins, next on Idaho Sports Talk.
If it's on Sports Radio The Ticket, it's streaming on the KTIK